Remember how your mother would say, if everyone jumped off a bridge, would you? Well, Darrell Freeman may have said yes, but only if he could do it on a skateboard. In our first Danger Zone video, he does exactly that.
I've done a lot of stupid things, but I guess that's the first one that I actually caught on camera with a lot of different angles. I would consider myself an adrenaline junkie. I think I'm addicted to it. If I'm supposed to work, I want to go skate. It pretty much consumes my thoughts at all times.
Darrell's specialty is downhill skateboarding, which he says takes a special skill set.
You gotta not be afraid of blood, pain. You have to want to go faster. I think there's a lot of friends that I used to skate with, and they'd get hurt a few times, and that was enough for them. And I guess if you enjoy the pain and you enjoy the challenge of just trying to make it to the bottom of the hill and survive, or make it to the bottom of the hill without falling, and once you do that, then you want to make it to the bottom of the hill faster than the last time. So it's just, I guess you gotta want the thrill.
And like the rest of the risk takers you'll meet in this show, it's all about pushing limits. And we want to warn you, anything you see here, don't try at home.
Just like any challenge, like mountain climbing or even a video game, just trying to get to the finish. Just trying to make the best one, or the next one the best one, and do it as fast or as good as you can.
It's a friend's spontaneous suggestion that plants the seeds for the jump.
A friend of mine came over and said, Darrell, let's go jump off the bridge. So we ran over and just leaped off. And ever since that night, it was kind of something we would just joke about. Like one day we got a skateboard off the bridge. In the back of my mind, I was somewhat serious about it. You're always looking for new obstacles and new things to, I guess, to make the artsy side of skateboarding better.
He puts the plan into motion, choosing the Mission Bay Bridge in San Diego.
We had a lifeguard and a boat, so we had somebody in the water. We had a lot of friends. We ended up doing the stunt. From the time the truck was on, or the ramp was on the bridge to off the bridge, was 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe. So it was pretty quick. And we were just hoping no policemen would drive by in that time.
Since what they're doing falls somewhat outside general traffic safety rules, they move quickly.
Come on, Dredd. Love you, brother.
But of course, the unforeseen obstacles are the ones that complicate things. In this case, it's something called speed wobbles.
Speed wobbles are when your board is not adjusted properly. Maybe your settings are a little too loose and you're not prepared for speed, or your weight is distributed unequally. In this case, the rope pulled me forward and off of my axis and somewhat off balance. So when I hit the ramp, I was still in get rid of the speed wobble mode rather than fly off bridge mode. And I was pretty much out of control when I hit the ramp, so there was no chance that I would have done what I expected to do.
The flip he does as he launches off the bridge, not grandstanding, he says.
The flip was not part of the plan. I wanted to just launch off the ramp and have a nice view, hang out with the birds, and just do a nice big air right to the water and then get rid of my board at the very last second. Because of the speed wobbles, I was leaning too far back when I hit the ramp. I was probably still going a little too fast, and I just got ejected and ragdolled, and then I just held on for the ride. As I'm flying through the air, I was mostly thinking safe landing, like hit the water safely. I belly flopped.
It's not exactly the graceful landing he's hoping for.
When I hit the water, it was painful. I was stunned. The water was cold, freezing cold. I don't like cold water. I couldn't breathe. I was thinking my boat looked like it was really far away, and it was coming to me really slowly. And my skateboard was floating, and so I just started swimming towards my board to try and stay afloat. I couldn't remember what to signal my lifeguard to tell him that I needed his help. But I was okay. I was able to stay afloat. I wasn't sure if I was going to pass out, but I was afraid that it was possible.
He stays conscious, catches his breath, and makes it safely to the lifeboat.
Come on, come on, come on.
And says that while this stunt crossed into the danger zone, today it's less about the danger and more about the speed.
My future plans, I think for right now, racing in the downhill circuit would be exciting enough for me. I don't have to launch myself off bridges to get my kicks at the moment. Danger's not my middle name, but I guess I've always had injuries from doing stupid things, so there's always been something wrong with me. Speed is fun. Speed's my middle name.